What's up, MellyMafia? It's your girl Nimelly, and I said in the last video, if I look dusty, then it is what it is. I dropped story off at school. I have a pregnancy code, and yeah. But I wanted to touch bases with you guys because I really wanted to talk about how has it been being pregnant with a toddler, being pregnant on top of having a toddler that has autism. So if you don't know, now you know I'm a special needs mom. My first baby has autism. She was diagnosed at 2.5. The diagnosis was very much so fitting for her because, you know, it'd be a lot of people, oh, they're too young, or don't let the YT people diagnose your kids, blah, 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 blah. I did my own research and I felt like the diagnosis was fitting for her. That's it. That's all. But, so when I first found out I was pregnant, I think I was like 4 weeks and 6 days. I really didn't have no symptoms at all. I wouldn't even known I was pregnant, honestly, until I took that damn pregnancy test. Because like I told y'all, I was on day 7 of my period. And what made me test was the fish, like I told y'all in the prior video. But once I hit around 6 weeks, when was that? Yeah, once I hit around like 6 weeks, was like mid-July, ending of July, I started feeling it. I started feeling it, and it was a feeling like no other because with Storby, I really didn't have any crazy symptoms at all. Like, she was cool. She was really cool. And with this baby, I got extreme fatigue. Like, I was so damn sleepy. I spent half my days in that bed letting Storby do whatever she wanted to do because her father was at work, and it was like nothing I could do about it. Nothing I could do about it. Some days I would go to my mom's house just so Storby could run around, play with the kids, while I just lay there and get some help with her because I was so freaking sleepy. Like, it's like somebody sprinkled just sleepy dust on me. And y'all know, like, if you have a child with autism, you know, like, their energy is outrageous. And Storby's energy was definitely outrageous. Like, I was just like, damn, I never noticed how hyperactive she was because I always could rock and roll with her. Like, we stick and move, and, you know, her hyperness don't bother me. But when I got pregnant, it was just like, so this is what other people be seeing that I don't see. Like, this how hyper you really are? Like, it was like a shocker, like a whole new world. I was so tired, and I basically just had to roll with it. I had to deal with it. That prompted me to regulate more of a schedule for Storby because I needed them naps. I needed them naps. Storby don't like the nap, so we had to come to like a happy medium. If I could get her to just nap for like 45 minutes, it will rejuvenate me and I'll be okay. If I notice that I could not get her to nap for them 45 minutes, I'll pack her up in the car, take her to my mom's house, and she'll play, and I'll just lay there. I'll nap for, you know, my little 45 minutes. I'll get up and, you know, I'll tend to her. That's why I said thank you for I thank my village, aka my mama, because like I said, her father has to work. So, you know, so it was just like, ugh. That insomnia was insane. Insane, that's what it is. Insomnia. No, it's not insomnia. Insomnia is when you can't sleep. I don't know what it is, but y'all, it was just so freaking much insane to the point where I was just like, oh my gosh, I could pass out at a drop of a dime. And it's like you can't, because at the end of the day, you still have to deal with your toddler. And that's why I feel like, you know, I feel like I can do anything. I feel like I am Superwoman. I can do anything because in that first trimester was so hard up until I was sleepy. I'm still sleepy, but it wasn't that bad. The sleepiness stopped around like 13 weeks. Another thing, I threw up consistently 6 times a day for 16 weeks. On top of having to get up, get myself together, and take care of a toddler. In between throwing up, in between hold on, in between tantrums, in between, you know, stimming, in between all that stuff, I threw up and still was able to get my ass up and be a mother. So I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. I have no help during the day. I'm not gonna say I have no help. I don't have that much help during the day because, like I said, my mom be doing her own thing. Dad's at work, so it's typically just me and Story 24/7, and I be having to call and be like, hey mom, you know what you're doing or what your schedule is looking like. So, you know, I just basically had to do it. I had to do it, and I did it, and I feel strong about it. Will I do it again? No. Hell to the no, y'all. I can't. This has been an experience because with Story, like I said, I didn't have none of these symptoms. With Story, I didn't even drive. Let me tell you, my license was suspended for 2 years. So with Story, I did not drive at all. So, you know, I didn't have that toddler when I was pregnant with Story. I didn't have things to do when I was pregnant with Story. So it was more so like I could just sit in the bed and do absolutely nothing. And I felt my best when I was pregnant with Story. Now, baby number 2, I have to do all these things for a toddler. And mind you, my baby's about to be 5 years old. She can do a lot by herself. Let's clap it up to that. She can do a lot by herself. She's very independent, very independent. But it's still a lot that, you know, I have to do for her. I have to drive her to school every day. She's a parent pickup. I pick her up and I drop her off because of the way they split up the school zones. They had threw her in a school that I didn't appreciate. I took her up out of there, and I told them I would drive her back and forth to school to get her back into her old school. And, you know, I made that commitment and got to deal with it. But, you know, you do what you got to do as a parent, and that's what I'm doing as a parent. That's what I'm doing. So I'm tired. I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning just because baby be kicking and baby wakes me up. Half the time, Story wakes me up. Sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes it just depends on what kind of day she's having. But I get up with her. I feed her breakfast. We get her dressed. We probably have time to watch a movie. She be up so early. Get her out the door. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, especially when like you're doing it because the other parent, you know, has to provide. The other parent has to work, and it's just like, you know, somebody gotta do what they gotta do for the kid as well too. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's okay. That's what I signed up when I decided to be a mama. But yeah, it's definitely been a journey. A little up and down roller coaster. Not with my emotions. My emotions have been great. It's just the physical. My mental health has been amazing. The best it's been in a long freaking time. I'm actually like very happy these days. Like very, very happy. And it's just the physical right now. I'm struggling physically. And it's so crazy because with Story, I was physically fit when I got pregnant with her. But baby number 2, I wasn't as physically fit, but I was losing a lot of weight. And I got down to my goal weight before I decided to hit the gym. Just by, you know, changing my diet, changing my like all of that. All my habits and stuff like that. Less snacking. I got my stomach like really, really down into my goal weight finally. And then boom, I got pregnant. And then she's like, oh girl, you pregnant. So it's been physically a lot. I'm big. I'm not as big as I was with Miss Story though. With Miss Story, I gained 75 pounds. I gained 75 pounds as a whole. I gained 25 pounds a trimester. With baby number 2, I only gained 12 pounds, and we are actually 10 weeks, almost 10 weeks away from our due date. Yeah, so that's amazing. That's amazing. That's the Story be saying. That's amazing. So that's very much so amazing. I'm not that big, y'all. And it's so funny because I will wear these sweatpants, well, these leggings that I have on with Story. And baby number 2 is like I don't know if y'all could see, but the sweatpants is a little saggy, but yeah. A lot smaller with baby number 2 than I was with Story. But yeah. Like I said, being an autism mom has its up and downs regardless if you're pregnant or not. But it has been a journey, like I said, throughout this time. It's just like you don't realize how strong you are until you put in certain positions, and this truly showed me that I'm strong and I can do anything, honestly. And I'm just ready for the journey that I have ahead of me with my two piece, my SSNTs times 2. So yes, that's all I got to say. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know the vibes. We out. Gang gang.